It's Chit Chat with Juju time. I told you guys last time for my last journal entry that I'd be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to implement my husband into this journal entry. I will go ahead and continue about my life experiences, but I've been asked so many questions about marriage tips and all that. Again, I don't think I'm a counselor or anything like that, but I'm going to tell you what worked for us. And maybe you guys could, use it in your marriage or your relationship. So I want to introduce you guys my husband.
How we doing?
We've been together for about
5 years. We
We've
just
been
had
together-
an anniversary.
We've been married for 5 years.
5 years.
We've been together for about 7, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself. You already know enough about me, so.
Well, my name is Julio Stevens. Born in Haiti, raised in St. Martin, been around up north, been down south, and now we're in Jacksonville. There's not much to know about me. I just love to have fun. Like, as you can see, I love being behind the camera. And of course, I love my wife and kids and God first. I wanted to be a part of this because a lot of people ask me, they'd like to see the male figure behind all of the inspiration. And I thought I'd join her and maybe kind of like clear some things up for you guys as far as questions that you may have. And I'll let her take it to the first subject.
So, first I want to tell you guys, excuse for my attire. I got boxers on, y'all. But, I had to be comfortable. So,
Yeah,
my husband all dressed up, but I ain't got time for that.
Come
I
on.
told y'all this is going to be as real as possible. So, we're kind of going to give you guys a little bit of background from us. We met in September 2008 in Orlando. We live in Jacksonville now, in Orlando. Yeah, I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand his guts. Didn't like him. You know how those guys are really, really, really pushy? That was it.
Nah. Hold on. What? Wait. I think we got it a little twisted.
We argue about how we met all the time, but
I was
everyone
not,
that knows me, knows us, knows the truth. So he'll go ahead and tell y'all whatever he want to tell y'all.
I know there's a couple people watching this video right now that was there around that time, and they'll tell you I was not pushy.
No, he
I
wasn't pushy. He was a sweet guy. Don't get me wrong, but when you tell a guy, okay, no, like go away, like shoo,
You told me no, go away.
Well, I didn't like you at first, baby.
But
you know
did
I
you
didn't
tell
like
me
you.
no, go
I
away?
didn't tell you go away, but you knew I didn't like you.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me. Say it again. Did you tell me to go away?
A couple of times I did.
To my
Let
face?
me tell you guys, okay? He fell in love. My mom and dad fell in love with him. And if y'all Haitian, y'all know once your parents love a man, honey, that's gonna be your man because they'll keep talking about him and keep throwing him on you and things like that. So, anyways, but in the beginning of our relationship, it was kind of rocky. Now, I'm a better person now, I can honestly admit, but I was crazy, y'all. When you love somebody, you just do the craziest things. I mean, showing up to the club with my moo on and rollers in my hair, and I used to steal his car so he don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, but I still went out though.
And sometimes when he wanted to go to the club, all right, you want to go out? That's fine. I would throw my daughter in the back, my oldest daughter, put her in the back seat. I'm like, you want to go out? Go ahead and go out with her. But our biggest challenges were, I could say, when we first started dating, we had so much friends that didn't want to see the best for us, I could say somewhat, or at least that's how we felt at that time. And we noticed when we distanced ourselves from them, our relationship got 10 times better. We dated for about 8 months, right? Mm-hmm. And then he proposed. I'll tell you about how that happened later. But anyways, he proposed after 8 months, and then we got married 6 months afterwards. In 2010, we got married, had a baby, all the above. Now, everyone always say first year of marriage is the hardest. I don't agree with that.
Actually,
you, babe?
it was the best.
Yeah, I mean, I do, like, we didn't live together before we got married or anything like that. So, yeah, you have to learn a person's living habits. But I think people say that because the living habits and, of course, financially because you spent all that money on a wedding. Mm-hmm. But and we're not fronting and there's no reason to. Yeah. I really want to thank God that we didn't have that issue at all in the beginning.
Nah, we didn't.
I think what was the hardest year? Maybe the third year?
Yeah, around the third. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you, my mouth is lethal.
Yeah.
I wasn't submissive to my husband. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna act like, I was just no, that was not me. I was very, what you used to call me, roughneck?
Yeah, roughneck.
I was not submissive at all. My husband is come from a submissive family. I come from we hood, I guess. I mean, my family's not hood, but my mom was very, very, very strong-willed. And my husband's mom is very submissive, and my husband, was raised around that, so he's a very submissive person. But I was not like that. So that we bumped heads a lot because I was never gonna back down. I don't care if I was wrong, but we overcame all that. I could say I'm better now,
Yeah.
but
Rewind a little bit. Um, you said my mom was submissive, right?
yeah, well, your mom is
My
submissive,
mom is
yeah.
submissive, but my dad is not submissive.
Well,
I'm like my dad.
well, okay, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not submissive, and that's why we bumped heads a lot because we both strong-willed, and you being the woman, you are expected, to be submissive. So that's where we bumped heads a lot because I wanted you to be submissive, but you wasn't ready to be submissive. So it was a lot of head bumping. I would say left, you say right, and it was like it's left or right, and then that's where things fell off. But once we started getting a groove on things, you started understanding, what my demands were, and we met each other halfway, and we started, understanding what we wanted from each other. Then things got better. But as far as one person being strong to this side and that me leaning into your side, we wouldn't have had a
Well,
problem.
I meant, so I said submissive, y'all. I mean, like, if I would do something wrong, like, I can go, they say you're not supposed to go to sleep mad at your husband, and I did that a lot of times, and I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's not good, but even if I was wrong, my husband would come and talk to me, and that's why I meant submissive. So maybe I used the wrong word. My bad. But even if I was wrong, my husband would always come to me and make sure things were right. And even if he would come to me, I was still playing hard, y'all. I was horrible. And we never experienced that I know of any infidelity.
No.
We never experienced any of that. So I know people ask me a lot about that. And I really don't have any advice about that because I've never been through it. And honestly, I don't know what I would do if it were to ever happen. I pray that it never does. But when you're in that state of mind, anything is possible. I'd probably kill him. I don't know. But especially when you love somebody and you have kids with that person, I know it's not easy to get up and leave. But anyways, so fast forward, we try to keep people around us that they say when you're married, you're supposed to have more married friends. I don't really agree with that because I don't think a person's status makes them a bad person or whatever. Because someone could be married and they still could be hating on you or whatever, or someone could be single or whatever, But at the end of the day, it depends on what kind of person you are. What you see is what you get. Anyone that's been around us, they know that we are the same way, in person as anything else. We don't try to act like we're better than anybody else. Yeah. We do what works for us. So, couple of tips, babe. You have a couple of tips? A couple of advice?
I got a couple of tips. Why don't you share yours first? And then I can join
okay,
in.
so as a woman, as a wife, you have to be able to have a deaf ear sometimes to certain things. Because sometimes I be wanting to, woof. But we have to understand that we can't always, like, I be ready. I always have an answer ready for something, always. And now it's like, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. I kind of like shoo it off because at the end of the day, we have to realize that when you marry, you're on the same team. I ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. So at the end of the day, we both have to be on the same page when it comes to certain things. Another thing I noticed, sorry, you guys. Another thing I noticed, when they get married and they have children, they tend to forget about their husbands. We must not do that because one day our kids will get up and leave and be with their husband or their wives or whatever and start their own life. You're still stuck with your husband. You got to make sure it works. No matter how many kids we have, even if we're broke, I don't care if we have $10, we're going on a date. Yeah. I don't care if it's to the park, it's to feed the ducks. You have to make time. Yeah. And that's we're very, very big. If anyone knows, they knows. They'll see that we're very big on quality time. The littlest time is better than everything. That gives you time to rejuvenate your relationship and, me and my husband were we were both raised in spiritual backgrounds. My dad's a pastor and so is his dad. Mm-hmm. So, God, of course, is always first. But we get hood sometimes too. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. I'm not going to even front. No reason.
You get hood more than me now. I don't get too hood.
Not really, y'all. Y'all know me. I don't get that hood. A lot of things I know is from It's from him.
Oh no, 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 no. I don't think so.
But that's my advice for the wives. We have to understand that we have to have our husband back. And I'm still working on a couple of things. Sometimes I don't want to be submissive. Sometimes I don't want to listen to my husband. Sometimes when he says something to me, I want to have a response. Not I want to. I have one. I want to give it. But sometimes, like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna let him have it, and I'm gonna let him be the man, and and just let it ride. It's gotten us through a lot so far, which is a good thing. So, I mean, that's my advice to you guys. I don't know if my husband got any advice for y'all.
Well, I gotta give my mans out there some advice.
Oh, Lord.
Men, basically, the advice I have for you guys is, when you get with someone, make sure you know who you're getting with. Make sure you kind of check the background, do a little background check, get to know the mom.
Well, hold on, rewind. You can't always go by the background because people
I
change.
understand. People do change.
I don't have a crazy background as far as men, but
People do change, but at
Okay.
least know what you're getting into.
okay.
You see, you got to do the background check regardless. Because trust me, ain't no job is going to skip one person and say, no, we're not going to do the background check on this person. We'll do it on this person. You have to keep it straight. Do a background, check the parents.
You did one?
Yeah. Check the parents, check the mom, dad, sister, brother, and then see what you're getting into.
My brother and
Because
sister crazy, babe.
They're crazy, exactly. I know. I did my background. So do your background,
Oh, God.
and then you can wager whether you want to be a part of it or whether you don't, because you don't want to end up being with someone where in the future you're regretting. Oh my goodness, wow, what have I gotten myself into?
So my family's halfway crazy.
Well, the thing is, not only did I know your family's crazy, I saw the relationship between you and your family. Just because they're crazy didn't mean you were crazy. And from the way you interacted with them, I can tell you were the sane one. So I
That's
did my
true.
background check. Now, if I never did my background check, I didn't check to see how you interacted with your family, I could have gotten into a whole lot of mess.
So you didn't give. So okay. So what other advice you had?
I
These
got
men?
more.
Oh,
I got more.
all right, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, let me talk. Let me talk now. It's my time.
See, I'm always cutting them
My
off
time.
because
my
I always
time.
got something
All
to
right.
say.
So and also, just make sure whatever you did to get her, you keep doing to keep her. Cause just cause
Yes.
you married with her, she's yours now. Everybody know that's your girl. Doesn't mean you gotta stop loving, stop going out on dates, stop doing all these little beautiful things that you used to do for her to get her attention. You gotta keep doing
May I say
those
something?
things. Not yet. Hold on, I'm still on.
Okay.
So just make sure you guys are still doing those things because you know why? Why? Because those things are some of the reasons why she fell in love with you.
Mhm.
Now, if you stop doing those things, you risk her falling out of love with you.
Mhm. And
So-
when we fall in love with y'all,
And when they fall out of love, it happens like this, and it happens quietly. You don't know, you don't see. All you know is things start changing around you, and you're like, hold on, where's breakfast? What's going on? She didn't iron
I
her
never fell in
clothes.
love with you.
So you got to make sure
How you know this?
that you keep your side of the deal, your end of the deal, and so on.
So, for you women, I don't know if, like, I don't know how do I explain this? Sorry, y'all, brain fart.
Want to pick it up from there?
Pick up and brain fart?
I don't know, from whatever you were trying to explain.
I got a brain fart because you were talking at first.
Well, looks like your girl's gonna have to wait. Anyways, for you men out there, really quick, do understand that once you've taken yourself from being yourself single and you get with someone else, you guys become one after marriage. So that means there's certain things you used to do in the past when you were single, you can't do them when you're
Like what?
married.
Like what?
There's certain things you can't do. Like if your friends are going out and having a boys' night and they plan on going to a certain place,
Like a strip joint? Say it, babe.
a certain place. I said a certain place.
You can say it.
I ain't said no strip. A certain place.
All right.
Now, the best thing to do is if you're gonna go there and you and your wife are real honest with each other and you guys, you're supposed to.
So you been the one?
A certain place. So you go to her, you say, hey, babe, the guys are going out, da 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 da. They're going to a strip joint. Well, And if she says, I don't feel comfortable with you going there, you have to understand, you at the end of the day, the best thing to do is to just refrain from it. That's the best thing to do, because when you get home, your boys ain't gonna be sleeping with you. Your boys ain't gonna be, cooking you breakfast. Your boys ain't gonna be ironing your clothes. they ain't gonna be there for you. You're just gonna be with her.
Can I say something?
And if you, yeah,
One thing I noticed about a lot of women that a lot of Christian on Facebook and Instagram, a lot of y'all couldn't tell y'all was married. And not no throwing no shade, nothing like that, but I'm just being honest. I couldn't with the things y'all would post and stuff like that, like something should be left for your man, honey. I'm just being honest. Some things, even if you're not married or but if you're in a serious relationship or you're dating someone or whatever, even if no one knows who you're dating, even if you never post a picture of her, of him or anything like that, something should be left for your man to see. Trust me. And if you don't have a ring yet, honey, that's the way you're gonna get one. Everybody should be seeing your goods.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things should be left for the imagination. That's just my opinion. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I'm careful about what I post because I have a husband, I have kids. Like I don't want them to see certain things about me. And another thing, I notice a lot of women that hang out with their homegirls more than hang out with their man. I ain't saying you can't have your girls night out. I'm all for it. I don't really care to hang out with my homegirls like that as much. I love my friends, don't get me wrong, but I don't really care to hang out with them as much like that. To each his own. But when every weekend you out with your homegirls or man, every weekend you out with your homeboys, something is wrong. Yeah. Like everyone always say, you always out with your husband. That is my homie. He gets on my nerves daily. But at the end of the day, that's my homie. And people felt to realize like, oh well, you guys make marriage look so easy. Marriage is not easy. It's a day to day thing, honey. Today I love him. By the afternoon, I'm ready to strangle him. But at the end of the day, that is my best friend. That is someone I can go to that I know is going to be there. I'd rather hang out with him any day because he's going to always be, I don't have to worry about the hating because, with women, we have a lot of bickering and cattiness and all that stuff. With my dude, I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy, right, babe?
Nah, sometimes.
That's my homeboy. And people always ask me, do you get tired of him? I mean, I think, I get tired of him. You get tired of me, babe?
Big time.
We don't, yeah.
Which comes to my next point. Ladies, every once in a while, plan something for your man.
I don't do that, babe?
No, yeah.
I was about to say,
every
honey.
once in a while, plan something for your man to have some boys time with his boys.
It's very important. Honestly, y'all will love it because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Before we first started going out, I was not with him hanging out with his homeboys. He has one friend in particular, and I will say his name, Charles. Charles. That's my homeboy now. We love him. He's like family. But I couldn't stand you, Charles. Hey, Charles, by the way. I'm being fun with you. But I couldn't stand him because he always wanted to hang out with my husband. I'm like, dang, could you get your own other friend? Like, this is my man. But as time progressed, I be wanting him to go out and hang with his friends every now and then. That gives me time to rejuvenate.
That's good.
I love spending time with myself. I'm a cool person. I really am. And I like hanging with myself or just give me time to think. Because at the end of the day, women, we have to remember, before I'm a wife, I'm bae, I'm mommy, I'm boo thing, I'm whatever you want to call me, I am a woman. I am Judy first. And if Judy ain't right, I can't be a good wife to my husband. I can't be his homegirl, and I can't be a good mom to my kids. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure you're right. You know what I'm saying? And if something is bothering you, talk to your partner about it. Stop telling everybody else. Stop posting on Facebook and Instagram because at the end of the day, we can't help you. Only the person that you have an issue with can. You will never know when I'm arguing with my husband. You will never know when something is going on with us because I don't post it. I could post a picture of me and my husband today and I just cussed him out this morning. We just, not why I say cuss out, you know what I mean? We just got an argument this morning or whatever the case is. You'll never know because certain things people shouldn't know. You have to be careful who you share your marriage stuff with because we're very big on that. People will know what we want them to know. But a lot of things we keep to ourselves. That's what I love about my husband. I don't care what's going on. You'll never know because he is like a dang on mouse. He's quiet about a lot of things. If anything, I'll probably share some things with, like I have one married friend, my boo thing, Renee. Hey, boo. That I talk to a lot. And that's about it. But other than that.
Hold on. You giving shout outs?
That's my boo thing, though.
What up, Charles?
Can't stand Charles, y'all. But anyways, yeah. But, everybody don't need to know when you're going through something. I understand stuff hurts. And, I don't know, I guess you guys use Facebook or Instagram as your diary. And that's fine. But just watch what you say. Because everybody don't need to know what you're going through with your husband. I don't care if your husband divorced tomorrow. Y'all won't know. because it's none of y'all business to know. If people find out, people find out. But you won't see me posting stuff about it. And that's the only advice I have. I don't know if my husband have anything else to say. We're thinking of doing, we've been asked a couple of times to do like speakings and like hold ceremonies, things like that, or seminars, or if you want to call it. Like I said, we are not, we don't, we're not counselors, anything like that. We could just tell you what works for us.
Yep.
And if, you guys probably can implement it in your marriage. And you guys probably can give us some tips too, because I have a short attention span and I have a short temper. I'm still working on myself. God is still working on me. I got to really admit that. Like if we arguing, I don't want him to leave the house. I know some people like, oh, no. You stand here, honey. We're going to talk this out. That's how I am. But yeah, if you guys have any advice for me, let me know. I don't care if you've been married, because sometimes, I don't care if you've been married for a year. You may know something that I don't know. Because a lot of things I haven't, I can understand in our marriage, thank God, we haven't experienced. I know a lot of people go through financial issues and stuff like that, and we ain't rich from a long shot. But I know when they say that it takes a big impact on your marriage when you go through financial problems and infidelity and things like that. So, I don't know. I haven't experienced that stuff. I'm not saying I'm never going to. Hopefully, I never have to. Hopefully, jinx, knock on wood. But if you guys have any advice for me about anything, let me know. I'm willing to listen. Again, I don't think I'm holier than thou. Y'all already know I'm keeping it real as much as I can. But yeah, that's about it, y'all.
All right. Thank you for watching. And I just want to say, behind the camera, we had Miss Marge. Hi, Miss Marge. Thank you for holding that number 2. That number 2 over there. And just want to say a quick shout out to Kuze, Mano.
Oh, Charles, please. Are you serious? That's why, you see why I'm putting in my stuff? Because you always give all his friends shout out.
Yo, give a shout out. Ain't nobody stopping you.
You play too much.
I'm going to give a shout out for you. Shout out to Marge again. And a shout out to Renee again. Anita Berry at Instagram. Follow. And then a shout out to Wendell, DW. Thank you. Great pictures. One for Thirsty, one for Junie, one for Nat, one for Pinky, one for who else we got? We got Scarlett.
Okay, really? This is why see y'all. We gone. This is why I can't take him nowhere, because he always act out. Yeah, let me tell you one thing before we go. I am, believe it or not, I am the one that's more to myself and things like that. No, I want everybody to know this, because people assume like, oh my God, you look so spontaneous. I'm not that spontaneous. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't mind being home all day. I'm very, very much a homebody. He's a sumun. How you say it in English? How you say it in English, babe?
He's, how would I put it? Out there just like chilling.
Yeah,
like
he'll talk to, I don't care if you deaf and blind. He's going to approach you and say, hey, how you doing? I'm not that kind of person. Like I said, if you guys have any pointers and advice to me, please give it to me. I need it. Like I said, God's not done with me yet. Anyways, y'all, this time for real, we're gone. But thank you for watching my journal entries and the feedback and the emails and all the positive feedback. We really, really, really appreciate you guys. You guys give me the strength and the courage to continue to do this. Thank you for my babe. I don't know what I would do without him, honestly. He is definitely a breath of fresh air. Even though he gets on my, really?
Breath of fresh air?
Even if he gets on my nerves, he's a breath of fresh air. I don't know what I would do without him. So I'm very thankful for him. Thankful for God first. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Keep God first. Stop telling everybody your business, honey. When it comes to your man, keep it between you and your man. Everybody need to know. We'll come back with another taping. I have so much to tell you guys, so much advice to give, but I could talk all day, so I'm gonna cut this short because I don't want this video to be more than 10 minutes, y'all. All right, holla at you guys. Bye.